In this video, I want to talk a little bit about my psychic abilities, and maybe you can compare it to yours, or maybe you can get here answers what you are experiencing. The psychic abilities has to do, first of all, with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. Those two are here our topic. So the divine energy, the divinity, this wisdom comes through our crown chakra. And I always say the third eye chakra is something like a transponder. It is translating the divine information, so you can see it, or you can maybe feel it, you can hear it, you just know it. So there are different types of clairvoyance. And everyone has it different, by the way. Not everyone has to see it. Some people feel it, some people just hear something. And by hearing and seeing, I don't mean it in real. It is not physical. So it is more like when you have, for example, daydreaming. Yeah. For example, you're just like this and you're somewhere else with your head at vacation or somewhere else. So this is exactly the same. So it is an imagination. The thing is that what you are imagining is coming through the third eye chakra. So when the third eye chakra is active and open, this means that you receive a lot of these energies which you are able to translate. And if it's blocked, then maybe you receive the information, but you doubt it, or your mind is more active than the third eye chakra. You have to know that it's not possible that the third eye and the mind is at the same time active. It would be like conflicting with each other. So either your third eye is active, so it means your intuition works, you are connected to the spirits, to the divine, or your mind is active, which is doubting, or you're just in this trapped in your thoughts. When you are connected to your intuition through the third eye chakra, it is then that you are more in a flow in life. You know what the next steps are, you know what to do, or if you're not knowing it, then you can ask it, you can channel the information for your own. Being a psychic doesn't not mean necessarily like I do, starting to do sessions with others or readings. This is what I do because this is also my calling and this is my destiny. So this is why I am here for, to serve human beings who got lost in life and don't know which way to go. And I channel for them the information just to guide them and to give them the wisdom which they cannot channel it by themselves. So it is a big gift to have these abilities. Mine are strong because I'm born with that. My teacher always told that everyone can learn being a psychic or like channeling, but not everyone can be like Mozart or Beethoven. It's the same like with piano. So everyone can learn piano, but some are gifted. So why am I telling you this is like, don't compare yourself to me, but be aware what you can do with these abilities when you train them. So psychic abilities, they are maybe there, but if you don't train them, if you don't know how to use them, then unfortunately it's not helping you and it's not serving you. You have to know that you have to teach it, like going to the gym, having the muscles, it's equal with the third eye chakra especially. So you have to train the visualization, which goes back to meditation. And meditation is very helpful for this because there you close your eyes, you concentrate on your third eye chakra, and then you start imagining something. So the more you do that, the stronger this ability gets. So you train this muscle of seeing things with your third eye chakra. When your third eye chakra gets active, it doesn't mean you start seeing things with the real eye. This is the biggest misunderstanding, unfortunately. People think that when they train their third eye chakra, they start seeing things. This is not possible, by the way. Why is that not possible? Our retina, our physical eye, is not even able to see the Wi-Fi waves or the Bluetooth or whatever. Yeah. So if you cannot see even the Wi-Fi, how will you see then the spiritual world with your naked eyes? You can see maybe lights and shimmer. This is possible because the spiritual world can play with things where there is a vibration or frequency. and light has a frequency, and sound has a frequency. So with both, they can play around a little bit. So this is possible that you see maybe blue light or something like, but not in a shape, not like in the movies. This is, as I said, not possible, and this is closed by the divine. I tell you why. Because you would freak out. I tell you, even I'm a psychic, I would freak out if I would see with the naked eye someone standing in front of me from the unseen world. Yeah, this is not healthy, because our human brain cannot process this. Yeah, it is too much, and we are trapped in our human body with our spirit. So we have to accept it and be aware that there are also limits with our human bodies. Yes, there are gurus, there are enlightened persons who maybe do different things, or maybe they see. But you and me, we are not at that state yet. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch that video. So be aware of this, please, that you start step by step and not forcing something. So ask for things which you are capable of and which you can also bear. Yeah, if you ask for more, then it can be heavy for you. My psychic journey started in 2017 when I first did the mediumship workshop. So it was with my teacher from Spain, and it was 3 modules. Each module was like 5 days, and it was split in each 3 months. So even in the first module, we did an exercise, and the teacher said, now, okay, randomly sit in front of a person you don't know and start reading. And we were like he put us directly into cold water, and we were like, okay, what do I do now? And I said, okay, he gave us the instructions for sure, what we have to do. And then I closed my eyes. There was a guy sitting in front of me, and I started just saying things that I was seeing. Like, I see a white car. I see that you will move. Even like I see that you moved to Munich, and so I was very precise. And I see a big guy, you are in fight with him, and he rejects you, blah blah blah. And it was his son back then, and he started crying. And I said, like, okay, what is going on here? This is spooky. And there was the first time where I discovered it. Then we had the second module. Again, we had a lot of exercises, and it was interesting that I had a very high matching rate. So whatever I was channeling through automatic writing or with the candles or with the different exercises, it was a match. Like people I don't know, I started like telling things which is impossible me to know. Then for sure I asked my teacher, like, okay, I'm a little bit scared of this, what is going on here? And he looked at me and he said, okay, you're special gifted, and it will become more and more and more. And one day you will be like me, that you can just read with open eyes even. And I said, okay, I don't think so. But now I can even do it with open eyes. So he was right with that. There was a third module. And in parallel, I started also like seeing things during the day. By seeing things, as I said, it was with the third eye, not with the retina. And I made a prayer because I'm a Muslim and I believe in God. And I was scared that I am somehow in competition with God, or maybe God might dislike it, because I was like, okay, I start seeing the unseen world. I start seeing the potential future. It is not fortune telling, but you can see the potential future depending on the actions of the person for sure. So it is a potential, not like fortune telling. It's not. It's a very huge difference there. So in the third module, I made a prayer then, because I had this fear. I said, dear God, give me a precise sign that this gift is coming from you and that you are okay with it, and not that I'm doing some kind of sin or maybe I piss you off. So give me a clear sign so that even my mind cannot reject it. It's so crystal clear that even my mind says, whoa, okay, now this I have to obey even. So then it was the third module, the last exercise. It was like an exam for us. So they tied our eyes so that we cannot see something. And at our back, there then sits someone who we don't know. It could be anyone, male, female, age, we don't know. With closed eyes, this person sat behind me, and I started reading again. Telling. This woman was also started crying and so on. I went really, really deep. And then it was finished. Then she came to me, took the tie off, And she said to me, oh my God, if you don't do this as a main job, then it is really, you would piss off God. And I was like, whoa, like this is really, really clear and obvious. So because she went to also different psychics and so on, and she never saw something like me, she said, and it was very humble. And I said, okay, thank you very much. I got the message. And since then, I do it like a messenger position, like channeling for someone who is lost in life. It is a blessing, but I always say it's also sometimes a curse to see things. Why is that? It's the most challenge is, to be honest, with the loved ones. Because with the loved ones, you see things, but they are not your clients and they are not asking for it. So you see it and you see you can help them, but they are not open to that, or they think it's like hocus pocus or whatever. So they are rejecting it. And then you just watch them suffer in front of you. They are suffering. And you know what the problem is? You know what the solution is? You have it in your hands like this, but you keep it for yourself. So this is the biggest challenge. I saw a lot of people, and I lost a lot of people, friends, loved ones, because of that. Not death-wise, but as friends. They went out of my life because it was not easy for them to live with me, because they knew. By the way, I never went to them and, oh, I have to tell you something. No, I never did that. But they felt that I see something, and they were not ready to face the truth. And I myself, I'm not a drama queen. So if someone is starting to make drama about something, then for sure I tell the solution and they reject it. And then I also don't want to be with those people anymore, because it's then draining my energy, and I don't do that. Because I know there's a solution and this person is just in a victim role, just to say, oh, look at me and what. Yeah, no, sorry. There is no victim. There is just, even there, you do it to yourself. So you have to be aware of that. So if you have people around yourself like that, who are just in a complaining mode and just victim role, think twice if you really want to hang up with those people. I don't do that. And I see it. Psychic abilities can be also helpful in the way that you can see who might harm you. You can see who is lying to you. You can see who is just political to you, so they stick around. For example, with me, I know some people wants to be with me friends because of my psychic abilities, because they have then always entrance to that information through me. So they want to stick around, and because they say, what do you see? Do you have an information? I have no problems with when it's really heart-to-heart friendship. Then I do it by my own. I say, I have an information, you accept it, and then I say. But if I sense that someone's only be friend with me about this gift, and otherwise they are not interested in me, I see that, luckily. So I protect myself by just saying, no, like I don't take it. So this is very important. So this is a big gift. I tell you also very simple things what you can do with psychic abilities. You will laugh maybe now, like, what is this kind of an example? But I have a sensitive skin, and I until now couldn't find like this, like what skincare should I use? And okay, it was not new. It's like months ago. I thought to myself, hey, I have the psychic abilities and I can ask anything. There is no limit of asking. I said, dear spirits, can you guide me to a perfect skincare which my skin loves and which I don't have to switch around anymore, but it is like also good for me and so on. And I was in a mall, and then I felt something, and it's what they said. You remember you asked for something, and I said, yay, guide me. And then there was a big shop, and they said, go there. Okay, I went there, and there was this classical brands for skincare which are well known, and they guide me, no, go through, and then I just landed automatically in front of a Korean skincare brand. And no, like, we don't know it, maybe it's in Korea, it's famous, and they stopped me there. And then a woman came and said, oh, this is a very good one, and so on. And I said, okay, I think this must be a sign. And I like checked it, and there came a yes. and I bought it, and I'm really happy with that skincare, because it is for me. Maybe if I would tell you the name, you would say, I bought it and it didn't help me. Yes, because your skin is different. So psychic abilities helps you with everything. For example, you're not feeling well. You can scan your own body and check up if you're truly ill, if there's something serious, or if you're only tired, or if you caught negative energies from the outside. For this, you have also a spiritual team. So the spiritual team is helping you. When you have the psychic abilities, sometimes it's not easy to channel like for yourself. For the others, it's super easy. For me, it's like this. But when it comes to myself, then I need also help from my own spiritual team to have guidance here, to say, okay, give me a sign, give me this intuition to me. And then they are like whispering from the outside, go to the left. And not that I see them, or I don't hear it with the physical ear here again. It is a clairvoyance. It is very hard to explain that, to be honest. It is, until you don't experience that yourself, maybe it's like not understandable, and we say like, what is she talking about? Like, woohoo. But it's not that. So it is there. But you have to discover them. I will prepare another video where I can tell you how you can train your own psychic abilities and visualization, because it's very important. As I said, it's like a training. Now I'm like 2017, we have 2024, so like around 7 years. Now I improved a lot. I mean, in the beginning, I was also like tapping into that newly and like, what is this? And is it true? And how many times I failed because I thought it is my psychic abilities and the channeling, but it was my subconscious and my sabotage program, which guided me very wrong. And I had a trouble time to time to trust, to say, okay, is it now my gut feeling, or is it now maybe something else? So you have to be aware and be able to distinguish, is it the subconscious, or is it really coming from the divine, from your soul, from this channel? And in the end, you will do that, because now I clearly can distinguish that. It is very clear. But it's, I paid a price for that, let's say. I paid a price to learn about it first, to do the mistakes, to accept it, and then try again, and failing, and so on. So I didn't give up, because like I'm a fighter, and I love to challenge also things and challenge myself. So in the end, it is worth it. It is worth it because you don't feel alone anymore. You're connected and you can channel anything you need, especially when you are in trouble, when you are in some kind of having problems. Maybe you need money, you need, I don't know what. Then you can channel, okay, what shall I do? I'm like starting to panicking here, having fear. So this will then make you more calm, and then you get the signs you need. So when you have these abilities, use it, trust on them. Don't be afraid to be alone. Yes, not everyone will understand. Also, don't tell it to everyone. Be very careful with that, because people might say, ah, yeah, you're crazy or whatever. And then it might take your courage that you like do it more and more, but maybe you step more in the inside, or you stop doing it. So don't do that. Be aware of it and embrace your gift and train it, so that you can, be more and more in these topics to be able to see. And don't worry, the divine is really here guiding us safely, and nothing will happen. And I will also do another video about the spiritual world itself, so that you can a little bit here also distinguish and know what, like, with whom we are dealing with, at least how much I can see, because I think it's infinite, and I don't believe that I saw everything yet. There is a lot to discover for me too, but I will share the things I discovered for me until now. So maybe also for the beginners here, that you can tap into that more and more, and also see what is possible for you. So see you in the next video.